Alright, so now we have Rodimus Minor out of the package. So we see back here we have our package. Here's the figure itself. Pretty nice. Back in the corner you might see the dog running around. Sheila making her YouTube appearance. Very first YouTube appearance. I'm sure we'll see more of the dog as reviews go on. So Rodimus Minor. Very much in the flavor of Hot Rod from the old series. Very cool car. Rolls very well. If we look at it, the pipes kind of start at the bottom here, and then they go up to the top. I believe in the Gen 1 toy, they just come to the sides here. We've got the V-spoiler on the top. We've got our flames on the hood with the motor sticking out, much like our Generation 1 Hot Rod. The back of the figure, we've got the tail lights, silver tail lights here, and then the back end here, kind of an empty space, that's kind of not too impressive, but all in all, pretty decent figure when you look at it. The undercarriage of Rodimus here, with all these little parts and his little head down at the bottom. So there's that. And then we have our accessory piece, our bow, double piece, fires, kind of cool, typical piece that you'll see shooting from Transformers toys. Now this has a couple small little pegs right here, and then if you look on the figure itself, there are two spots that this figure will go into. This piece will go into the figure. So let's see if we can get that set up here. Yep, knocking him off. Alright. Let's pop out, doesn't it? Let's see. Alright. Yeah. There we go. Pop, 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 and we get it to stay. So there's our weapon attach in vehicle mode. Now, one thing I did notice, that thing does like to pop out pretty easy. The Autobot symbol is up here. Silver, a lot of the Autobot symbols we see are gold or silver on the animated toys. The Generation 1 had the sticker that was down here at the bottom of the car. But, no, not a bad vehicle. I like the vehicle mode quite a bit. We've got the instruction manual here, which I'll keep handy. I may have to reference this. And then one thing I wanted to notice, or wanted to talk about, not really notice, but I did notice, here recently, in the past year, the new figures have been using rope, not really rope, but string, I guess, ties to hold the figures down in the package. Now, I'm a big fan of this. I find that it's much easier to get the figures out of the packaging with the string ties versus the old wire ties. Some of those were kind of a pain in the butt to get out of the package because they were so stiff. These, very cool. Thank you, Hasbro, for switching over to this. You can just easily clip the string and they come right out very easily, or you can, depending on what it is, untie the string quite easily. So kudos for Hasbro for switching that over. I'm not sure if it was a cost measure or a safety measure. However, much improvement as far as packaging goes. And good job to everybody who does the packaging. I'm sure those people do not get the praise that they need. So what we're going to do now is transform this figure. And I'm going to transform it, take a look at it in robot mode, and then we will do the transformation. So let's take a look at that. And here we have Rodimus Minor transformed, robot mode. Again, very much like Hot Rod, very cool figure. Go a close up of him. Very cool. We do have his Autobot logo there. There's his little weapon. He's got it in his hand. Very posable, much like the rest of the animated figures. They did a really good job with setting these guys up on their posability. Lots of head articulation, ball joints at the elbows, hands, shoulders, knees, ankles, all that kind of good stuff. So once again, very great job. Probably I will give the animated set the thumbs up for one of the most posable, if not the most posable figure sets that's out there by Hasbro. So kind of off to the side. The back side's not too terribly bad. I'm not really impressed with the arms here. I don't know if I'm just not transforming it right. It looks pretty much that way on the package as well. So I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Pretty stiff to come out of the package. And I noticed with this gun piece here, again, much like mounting it onto the hood of the car, getting it into the hand, it just doesn't really want to go. I don't know if that's because it's a brand new toy or it's just doesn't really like it. So yeah, there's that piece. Not a big fan of that anymore. All right, so we're looking at him now. Again, very cool. I did notice that the pipes right here from the back of the car on Hot Rod here, or Rodimus, however you want to call him, kind of back a little bit. I'll have to go back and look at the animated show and see if that was like that. You don't really get a good image on the package here of the pipes. You get no image there. So I'm not really too terribly sure if it's a package deal or what's going on with that. So I'll just stand out here for the time being. So we're looking at old Rodimus here. Pretty cool. Now we do get a red Autobot logo right there in the centerpiece chest. This was underneath the hood of the figure. Transformation was pretty easy. Very different from the original Hot Rod figure, obviously, which is kind of nice because you get the challenge of a new toy. So that's pretty cool. So we'll take a look at this. We'll put him back into car mode. Now these little pieces here, they pop down off of these legs. The hands just fold up like that. Does that little number there. And we want to pull this piece back here. Now Hot Rod's head will flip around. Now the wheels, we're going to want to pop out. That and there, you notice the motor piece, that will simply flip over like so to show us the motor back up here on the car. We're going to want to flip Rodimus's head back in. Again, very stiff. I don't know if this is a new toy or just because it's a new toy or what. The others there. So, twist his head around. And then we're going to close the canopy. Put his head up in there. This piece is going to flip down to come back that way. These will come back. Come back into the vehicle. Legs spin around. So I'm going to bring that back here. So now get that there. It's going to go there. Straighten these little feet out. Stick in up there. And then the signs are going to pop in. Now I noticed when I first transformed them, these pieces right here, very difficult to get off. The instructions are very, very vague on how to get the feet down. According to the instructions, the legs just come down. They mention nothing of pulling these away from those slots. So that made it kind of difficult to transform initially. And then maneuver those in like that. Maneuver those in like that. Everybody's popped into place. And now we're back into vehicle mode. So, again, not that difficult to transform. Some stiff parts. Again, new toy. I will give it that. The only thing that... Two things I did not care for in the instructions were not mentioning how to pull these leg pieces out. Really felt like I was going to break this until I started to look at it. And then there's no mention of flipping that symbol in my instruction sheet as well. I just had to assume that had to flip over. So, again, package says it's a 3 out of 4 transformation class. With the 2 minor pieces there, it might be a 3.5. I'm not sure. All in all, very good figure. I'm impressed with it. $14.99, the average cost of the animated figures. One of the last to be released in the United States. And as of this recording, here in late January, these figures are available in Indiana, down in the Greenwood Toys R Us exclusive. And I would pick it up. If you're an animated fan, if you're a Hot Rod fan, this is definitely one to have in the collection. He will go up onto the shelf with my other animated figures, and definitely, it is definitely a toy that I think any collector would be more than happy to get their hands on. So I hope you enjoyed this, and our next review will be coming soon, and thanks for watching.